Thank you, President. So I'm happy to introduce today's speaker, um, uh, Gnana Guhan Vijayarajan. He is born and brought up in Madurai, has his early education in Madurai. He graduated from the American College in English Literature. He obtained his master's degree in English Literature at Tyagarajar College of Arts. Later, he pursued Master of Finance and Control at the Department of Commerce at Madurai Kamaraj University. After that, he joined Tyagarajar School of Management and obtained a Master of Business Administration degree. He continued his studies further at Madurai Law College and obtained Bachelor of General Laws and Bachelor of Law degrees. After a short stint as an advocate, he joined his family-owned school as its vice president. Currently, he is serving as the correspondent of Guhan Matriculation Higher Secondary School. He is a member of several civic and professional bodies in Madurai. He has served as the president of JCI Madurai in 2009, and he was awarded with the highest honor with Outstanding JC Award at zone level in 2006. He is also a certified local trainer of JCI India. He is a Rotary Foundation alumni as a GSE team member to Rotary International District 4100, Mexico in 2009. He joined Rotary Club of Madurai Northwest on his return from GSE visit and has served the club and the district in various capacities. He has served as the president of Rotary Club of Madurai Northwest during 2020-2021. Currently, he is serving as the district Interact chair of Rotary District 3000. He has attended the Rotary International Convention in 2012. He is still an active chess player and has participated in several international rating tournaments. He has won several medals in rifle and pistol shooting competitions at district and state level. He is an ardent quizzer and a voracious reader. He is also an active Toastmaster with Madurai Toastmasters Club. He is married to Rotarian PHF Sumati Guhan of Rotary Club of Madurai West, and they are blessed with 2 daughters. They have traveled extensively around the world and have addressed several Rotary clubs across North America, South America, Europe, and Asia. I welcome today's speaker, Rotarian Gnana Guhan Vijayarajan, to our club. Thank you, President.
Thank you.
Floor handed over to the speaker.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Mr. President and the members of Rotary Club of Madurai Midtown. First of all, I would like to thank the president as well as the secretary for giving me this wonderful opportunity to talk on one of the senior most club of Madurai. It's a matter of pride and great honor for me. In fact, in another 5 days, that is on 8th of February, I think the club will turn 42. So, gentlemen, for one particular reason, my heart has always been close to Midtown because you are one of the best clubs in the district when it comes to youth services. I have always admired the way in which you people nurture your Interact clubs. That's why, as the Interact chair this year, when I had the opportunity to appoint district Interact chair, I decided to give this opportunity one of the interactors affiliated to Midtown. That is how interactor Sam from Interact Club of TVS Lakshmi, sponsored by Rotary Club of Midtown, became the district Interact representative. I would like to thank a particular person here in Midtown, Rotarian Nicholas Francis, who is solely responsible for what I am now as a foundation alumni. Thank you, Rotarian Nicholas, for constantly reposing faith on me and for changing my life once and for all. Coming to the subject matter at hand, just before your secretary called me 2 days back about inviting me to give a talk on Zoom, I was just cleaning my desk at the time, and I just found this paper. This is an old paper. I don't know how old it is, but this is one of the handouts given to me when I attended a Rotary meeting. I think it's Rotary Club of Madurai Central long back, and it was addressed by my professor Raja Goindasamy. at that time, and it was the finest, one of the finest presentation I have ever listened to. So it was about success and the significance. So without thinking twice, I told him that I'm going to talk about success versus significance. So yesterday, my professor called me and wished me well, and he encouraged me and he cheered me and made me feel better. And we were discussing how this should go. And he was telling me that success is something you have to attain first and try to reach significance only after reaching success. And we had some kind of difference of opinion at the time. And I told him that I want to approach it in a different way, in a different perspective, because most of the time we disagree, master and student, because rather copyright issue. So I thought I should take this in a different perspective. Before we take the plunge, I have a specific request. Just lend me your ears for another 7 to 9 minutes. I won't take much of your time, and just I just want to give you some food for your thought tonight and for the days to come. I don't want all of you to agree with me. Just think about it and discuss this topic with someone else, and or seek on your own about this one. Before starting this, I just want to trigger your mind by asking you whether the current journey of your life prepares you to achieve something much bigger than success. That is to do something significant in your life. Just ponder over question for later. I will come back to this. Let us start with success. When I say success, what do you think about it? What comes to your mind? When I talk about success, we think about billionaires like Mukesh Ambani, or famous sports persons like Virat Kohli, or famous actors and very popular actors like Allu Arjun or something like that. And it is okay if you think like that. It is okay. After all, the Webster Dictionary describes success as achieving power, wealth, and fame. So whenever we think of success, we think about big bungalows, Mercedes, big office, a big position, and it's okay. But wait, but for all these things define success, was this something that I should be working towards? If you ask this question, I would say, well, I'm not sure about it. So today, I want to talk about something which is much more satisfying and something that is permanent. Yes, my dear friends, I'm going to talk about significance. It is about finding significance. I strongly recommend significance over success, because those who have spent their life to enhance the life of others are the one who were remembered in the history as being the most memorable. So that is the basic difference between success and significance. So I would go one step ahead and say chasing success is a disease, is a kind of a national disease, I would say, and the cure for it is finding significance. So everyone wants to be successful. We teach students, we teach our kids, and we teach everyone that we should pursue success all the time. This is what you have to look for always in your life till you die, because I don't agree with that, because chasing success don't get you anywhere. For example, you look at the magazines and newspapers, you can see all the people who are corrupt, who had broken relationship, and people who are affected by personal issues are all at the top of the ladder of success. And so what? I don't know what is the meaning of success, if they can't maintain their personal life in a very good way. Success is elusive. It is nothing. It's empty. And if success is the best thing we can do, okay, we got there, and only to find that it is not enough. Success we want to go up and up and up. So when we got there, it's a moving target. It's an ever moving target. It is moving. So if you are successful, there is always more that you can do, and you become addicted to success. So if you reach the top, and the top continues to move, and there is no end to it, and it goes on and on and on. So when you become someone who says my target is not success, my target is significance, then you meet success on the way and pass through as it is nothing. So if you target on success தான் என் வாழ்க்கையில வேணும்னு பின்னாடி போனோம்னா it will go ஒரு மாயமான் மாதிரி போயிட்டே இருக்கும். பட் சிக்னிஃபிகன்ஸ் வேணும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சு போகும்போது சக்சஸ் நம்மளை தேடி வரும். அதை நம்ம அசால்ட்டாக கடந்து போயிடலாம். பிகாஸ் இட்ஸ் நாட் வெரி ஈஸி டு ஹேண்டில் சக்சஸ். ஐ வில் டெல் யூ one or two short stories about it, quick stories about it. So when you got success, sorry. So when you when you reach significance, we got success. At the same time, the significance change in our community, in our society, or in the world we live in. So that is what we must leave behind. Your success goes elsewhere, it's gone. So what stays behind you is your significance. So significance footprints you left behind is that is left behind. We richest, most strongest, fastest, and the most amazing and the wealthiest people person around the world, and go and check the magazine and newspaper, how and they give you stories about how amazing these people are. But look at the other side of the magazines. And so if you could remember one of the youngest Wimbledon champion, Boris Becker, when he was 18, he won the Wimbledon for the first time in I'm not sure 1888 or something like that. Sorry, in 1888. No, and he was just 17 at that time. And he was on the top of the world, and everyone, the whole world was at his feet, and he could not handle success. And the next day he was found standing in the windows dangerously and about to fall with his Wimbledon cup, he holding his Wimbledon cup. And you must have heard about John Bogue, a Swedish tennis player who has won 11 Grand Slam titles, and he squandered everything, and he was seen in the queues of the Salvation Army begging for a bowl of soup. And you talk about Michael Phelps of Australia, who was one of the successful Olympians the world has ever seen, and he was found in Melbourne, in the streets of Melbourne, not knowing where to go. He doesn't know where his home is. He become mental disorder or something like that. And if you see Mike Tyson, there is a small video. If you go and search the Mike Tyson, just search Mike Tyson garbage, and that here comes and another man talking to Mike Tyson. He says that he's showing all the belts he has won, all the titles he has won. It was all the table, and he was telling Mike Tyson, you see, Mike Tyson, here's the history. You made history, For that, Mike Tyson said, he said, this is garbage. This is not history. Only children are happy to see all these things. This is nothing, man. This is nothing but a garbage. So நம்ம மைக் டைசன் அளவுக்கு யாராவது வந்து சக்சஸ்ஃபுல்லா அவ்வளவு பணம் பண்ணிக்க போறோம், அவ்வளவு புகழ், அவ்வளவு பணம், அவ்வளவு பெரிய விஷயம் நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில சம்பாதிக்க போறோம்னா அதுல லட்சத்துல ஒரு பங்கு கூட நம்மளால சம்பாதிக்க போறது. பட் வாட் success mean to Mike Tyson? He calls everything as garbage. Just think about it. So I request all of you to invest your life, your love, your heart, and be significant to those who are significant for you. I know this one. I'll come back to. I will come back to this later. Invest your life, your love, your heart, and be significant for those who are significant for you. So if you choose significance in your relationship, listen to people, be empathetic, add value to their lives, and success will find its way to you. It will come along. It's something like a byproduct, and at that time you will be in a better position to handle success. You will pass it on as if it is nothing to you, not in a way like Mike Tyson responded when he was shown the all the world like this. So my professor, Professor Raja Goindaswamy, wanted me to give some kind of an examples now before I conclude my speech. He wanted to talk about Madonna, who earned a lot of money, a lot of respect, a lot of a lot of fame and everything. At one point of time, she realized that everything is Maya, and he decided to adopt a lot of children, and he decided to dedicate her life for her. So you may ask a question, then you are preaching and நீ என்ன பண்ற உனக்கு நீ everyone is following success, you are you an exception, நீ என்ன பண்ற அப்படின்ற கேள்வி எனக்கு வரலாம். I just wanted to tell a small like my own story about how I started following significance rather than following success. One of the greatest inspirations for me to follow significance came from my dad. He didn't say or preach anything in particular when we lived together until 2002. I got married in the year after the next year he died. So practically my wife and my dad never met. So I haven't told anything about my father to her, but in the course of time, when she started meeting people, they fondly remember him as a man who has made a significant change, a significant impact in n number of people's life, not one or two. So they would say to her how affectionate he was towards others and how empathetic he was, and they go on and on and on. And my wife Sumati must have heard this from several hundred people, even after 20 years of he passing away. They would cry when we asked them to talk about them in a formal meeting, and none of them were able to talk, and everybody would cry. They were overwhelmed by the kind of the love they have been shown. So unknowingly, we both stopped chasing success and concentrated more on the welfare of the people around us. It worked magic, I would say. We listen to people, talk to them, try to enhance their life, trying to solve their problem, be a moral support. And suddenly we felt things fell in its place, and there was harmony everywhere, and we become more matured, more magnanimous, more stress-free, and we felt more accomplished, more confident, and a lot of positivity came around, and all of our problems are gone, and a lot of happiness around, and we find purpose and meaning in our life when we made positive changes in others' life. Just think about others all the time, and suddenly your problems are all gone, stress-free and everything. Take care of them. You take care of them, and you are taken care of. So we unknowingly under the influence of my father, even though he died 2 decades back, his lessons didn't stop coming through all the years. We followed. Now we have a lot of people to take care of us and think about our well-being. So look at the influence that lasts even after 20 years. When he was alive, I just told him that he is being foolish, why he is more benevolent and all, and why he is not taking care of himself, and he is only thinking about others and all. And now I'm trying to be like him, not by compulsion, by choice. When I was many people. So I just want you to take this as an example, and you may try, because there are many people who are wounded. They want love, they want attention, they need care, they need healing, and they're looking for directions and always in confusions. And there are people who are being abused. So when you have attained success, it's your moral duty to try and help others. So you try to respect them, you try to value them, you listen to them, show empathy, try to be in their shoes, and try to understand, try to be a moral support, talk to them, console them, smile at them, wish them, tell them that you are there to take care, and tell them that everything will be okay, and tell them that you love them. Go extra mile to help them, say thank you, express gratitude, and give compliments. So I just come back to your point where to what I said earlier. I asked you to invest your life, your love, and your heart, and be significant to those who are significant for you. That will do. So இது பண்ண முடியுமா, நம்மளால பண்ண முடியுமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டா, you can do it. You cannot change the world, but you can make a small change in the life of for at least for one people. There is a movie that came some 20 or 25 years back that's called a Schindler's List. It is about a German Nazi party worker who saved a life of around 1,200 people, and he employed all of them in disguise in occupied Poland, and in his aluminum factory. And now we have a group of people who are called as sinless Jews. So in that movie, it will be opened as, the caption will be like, whomsoever saves their lives saves the world entire. So I repeat, whomsoever saves their lives saves the world entire. So if we are going to make a small positive change in someone's life, and you're going to change the entire world. So if you want to be truly become a significant person, you have to be a great listener, you have to be empathetic and ready to pour yourself for others, and practice awareness. So I just want to conclude with some of the difference between success and significance, and with that I will conclude in another 2 or 3 minutes, and how to evolve from selfishness to significance. That's not an easy process, but you can try at least. So motives, when there are 5 differences basically between success and significance, and one is the motive. With success, my motives may be selfish. And with significance, my motive cannot be selfish. In my experience, motive matters, because selfish people seldom find significance. So when you help others, you help yourself. When you help yourself, you may not help others. Number 2 is the influence. So with success, my influence is limited, but with significance, my influence is unlimited. Here is an anonymous quote I found that will help illustrate. When you influence a child, you influence a life. So when you influence a father, you influence a whole family. But influence a leader, you influence all who look to him for leadership. So influence is a great difference. In success, it is limited. With significance, it is unlimited. So in time, the third difference, success can last a lifetime, but significance can last several lifetimes. I told you, success will go somewhere. It is nowhere. It will be gone. Only your significant footprints will stay. So people who desires significance value the time. So unless and until you value yourself, you won't value your time. So until you value your time, you will not do anything with it. Okay, right? So the focus here, I just want to tell you how we have to change yourself from selfishness to significance. Success says, how can I add value to myself? How can I add more money? How can I add more wealth? Whatever it may be, more fame or whatever it be. But significance asks, how can I add value to others? So the evolution first from the selfishness to significance went something like this. You ask this question, what can others do for me? That's the first question. அடுத்தவங்க நமக்காக என்ன செய்வாங்க? What can I do for myself? I want to be independent. I can take care of myself. So what can I do for myself? And the next evolution is that, what can I do for others? நம்ம மத்தவங்களுக்கு என்ன செய்ய முடியும் அப்படிங்கிறது. The last one is, what can I do with others for others? So அடுத்தவங்களே இந்த விஷயத்துல கூட்டு சேர்ந்துட்டு அவங்கள we change them, their lives, and make them change others' lives. So that is the evaluation process. So that has been beautifully conveyed by Stephen Covey in his 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He talks about in his chapter 4 or 5, he says, independence and interdependence. First, the man always was dependent, then he moves to independence, and after that he settled in interdependence. So we ask the question like, எனக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும், யாராவது எனக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுவாங்களா, I will take care of myself, independence, and what I can do for others, and I need others to change others. So that is interdependence. So great men think alike. And the last one is reward. If I pursue success, my joy is a result of my success. If I pursue significance, my joy is a result of others' success. So with success, my motive may be selfish. With significance, my motive may not be selfish. With success, I always ask the question, how can I add value to myself? But with significance, I ask the question, how can I add values to others? With success, our influence is limited. With significance, our influence is unlimited. Success lasts only for a lifetime, and significance lasts for several lifetimes. So I strongly recommend significance for all of you. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much, Guhan sir. Any questions and other feedbacks by the members to be asked to the speaker?
Yes, President. Yes, President. Guhan, this was one of the fantastic speeches that I ever heard in a Rotary meeting. And more so, it was very philosophical. I don't know how to react, but it was an eye-opener, when you spoke about significance and how you can make a change in the lives of others. The maturity continuity of Stephen Covey was the icing on the cake. I would appreciate if you can write an article about this and send it across here so we can publish this in the media, social media. Fantastically, perceived and delivered, Guhan. So nice to hear you. Keep speaking more often to Madurai Midtown. Keep speaking more often to Rotarians of Madurai. So this is a real good evening. Thanks, Ratna and Manikam, for being a good speaker for Madurai Midtown. Those of whom are in the Zoom today, I'm sure they would have enjoyed a brilliant, perspective of significance. And please convey our regards to Professor Raja Govind Swami for, giving you that pinch to go that extra mile. It's a nice evening, Guhan. Great. Thanks.
Thank you for the compliment. Thank you.
Next, anybody else? Anybody else want to ask any questions, please? Anybody else?
Yeah.
Any feedbacks? Okay. Now birthday and wedding.
President, Pradeep question கேக்குறாரு.
Okay.
This is I mean, I'm very much enthusiastic about this question of mine. Dr. Guhan sir, this is just I wanted to know as to what is the difference between a personal significance and a professional significance.
I really don't know because you stumped me. Maybe I can call personal significance as success, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Please. Really. I admit. I'm sorry.
No problem. No, thank you. Thank you. Even if you get to know about it sometime later, please convey to us.
Sure.